Mermaid open mic night is it's very, very cool. A little musical home away from home for me. Met a lot of friends there, made a lot of friends there over the past, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years. It's this really cool combination of both, where it's open, really cool vibe, really welcoming. New people come in and they don't feel like they walked into somebody's club, you know. But ridiculous number of really, really talented musicians show up there. The band that I play in, which is all the people that are regulars there and stuff like that. So it's really, really cool blend in that way. I think it's one of the things that I know I like about it. Many of the people that I talk to feel the same way about it. It's sort of this cool mix that you can't really create, you know, it just sort of happens. I started in the studio in earnest in probably January last year, 2013. The answer almost even sounds ridiculous as I say it, but it's just a function of the fact that this is very much a chunk of my life and not all of my life. You know, the goal is at least once a week, but life being what it is.
So it's played less.
I think it's been become increasingly collaborative as we've gone further into the process, because I certainly know more now than I did when I started. But when I started on it, the idea was to actually do an EP and have it outlast summer. And as I got into
really
it,
nothing else expressive
I
going
didn't
on.
really stop at 5 songs. I actually wanted to just
Okay, so that I like that.
sort of trusting what I hear in my head more.
That are basically taking up the same idea.
I don't know all the buttons to push. But I like that more and more about that, so I'm able to exchange ideas with them a lot more than I was
And then with the delay, it
16
becomes
months ago. Well, that's one of the reasons why it's taking so long. I mean, if it was because I'm doing this because it's really, really super important to me. It's part of who I am. You know, that's part of one of the things I think I sort of finally accepted somewhere along the way is I may not do it to pay the bills and buy groceries and pay for the roof over our head, but it doesn't make it any less of a real part of who I am. Somewhere along the way, I took it from sort of dream to goal, right? You know, it was just this idea to no, I'm going to do this. The fact that I started late or the fact that I don't do it full time doesn't make it any less valid, you know, or any less important. How do I, you know, balancing it with the family? I mean, I'm in the studio from, 8 to like 1 in the morning, like once a week. You know, sometimes not even once a week, based upon work or travel. So that's not exactly prime family time. So that plus the occasional music gig, and then the working on songs or playing music in the kitchen or in the basement on that's the stuff I've always done. So to them, my wife and my kids, it's like that's no different. He's always done that. Kids are the most honest critics out there. They like it or they don't. They're not interested in your feelings. The ones that they like, they'll ask me to play again, which is cool. Having your kid ask you to, will you play that one again? And I'm like, which one? And then sometimes they'll ask, was that on the radio? Because they don't know the difference between a radio station playing it versus me just playing it on my iPod, or my phone, because I bounced it down and plugged it into the car. So that's always kind of cool when they actually request my songs. That's always kind of a neat feeling. It's real. It's what I mean by real is it's honest.